Hey everybody, welcome back to the Outdoor Conquest. I'm Luke Pulaski. Today I'm going to teach you how to fillet a walleye and how to end up with a boneless fillet of fish when you're done. It's a really simple process. My dad taught me a few years ago and I've been using it ever since. I'll take you into the fillet table here shortly and show you how I do it. Walk you through step by step. But real quick, the trip we had over the weekend on the Saginaw Bay wasn't to be what we expected. There was a lot of fish. We marked a lot of fish. We moved a lot. Every spot we moved, we were marking fish. Unfortunately, the fish were not biting. I mean, they just weren't biting. And we tried everything. All of our years of knowledge of ice fishing for walleye, we tried everything and just couldn't get them to bite. We did end up with a few good ones. And I'll show you them all on the fillet table, but here's one here. You know, really good eater-sized walleye. Look at them teeth on them bad boys. That's how fishing goes. Sometimes you're on top of them, and sometimes you got to work for them and end up not even catching, you know, hardly a few fish. And that's why they call it fishing and not catching. You really got to work for them sometimes, and even when you really work for them, you may not end up catching very many. So that's just part of it. We're not going to let it beat us down. We're not going to let it slow us down. We're going to keep pushing forward. But without bad trips, you can't have good trips. So lesson learned. We tried again everything we had and couldn't get them to bite. So let's head into the fillet table and I'll show you how I carve these babies up. And I'm also going to show you a little bonus piece of meat on this fish that you're not going to want to pass up next time you end up with a nice batch of walleye. And I can promise you that. So let's go head in there now. Okay everybody, we're at the fillet table. We've got a few nice walleye we're going to carve up here quick. For starters, you want to start your fillet. You know, you want to pull this fin back, get right up behind the gill here, and you're going to want to carve it this way. Take it down to the belly and keep it on this side of the spine. On the top fin here, you want to run your knife down this side of the spine all the way down the back to the tail. Now I don't use a traditional fillet knife. I use electric. I prefer the electric model. It's quicker. I feel it's more efficient. When you get a big mess of walleye, you can whip through a dozen walleye. You know, if a couple guys go fishing, you get a bunch of fish, you can whip through them in no time. So I prefer it, and I can end up with a really nice fillet when I'm finished. So we'll start here. We'll work your way down and through. And you'll feel it starts cutting through. Okay. There's a lot of meat on the belly of a walleye. It's one thing you don't want to miss. There's a lot of meat on the belly. So we're down to the spine. We're going to go ahead, turn the knife. Okay, we're rolling good. Look at that. I mean, it cuts like butter. Now here's an important step. You don't want to skip this. Leave the fillet attached to the fish. Okay? I mean, look at that. There's barely any meat left there. Cats are starved with what's left there. Leave a little bit of the fillet attached to the fish because this makes the end of the fillet process this much easier. So we start here, right behind the gills. You work your knife down through. Again, the knife does all the work. You just got to make the motion with your hand and you'll feel it. Once it starts cutting through, you're going to feel it. Go ahead and turn the knife. Once you got it started in the right direction, you just work that knife right where you want it to go and it will do all the work. You don't have to be a surgeon and try to get in there just right. Work that fillet down. Don't take it all the way off the fish. It's important. You want to flip the fish like that. carve it just down to the skin. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a skinless walleye fillet. That is a nice piece of meat, a really nice table fare right there. Into the bucket this goes. We got a little trash bucket right here, real nice too. This little fillet table I picked up keeps the mess. It's got a little drain right there. So when you're done, you can wash it all down. So I put a garbage bag in the trash bucket for the entrails. And then once I'm done, I'll throw that out. And then I'll go ahead and rinse everything down into the bucket itself. And then the mess is done. And I've got some rib bones here. So there's a real simple way to fix that. Get your knife and just feel right in there where they're at, where they start. Start with your cut and get just underneath it. Go ahead and get rid of them babies just like that. That stuff comes right off like that. Okay, so we have our fillet. We took it off the skin, took it off the fish, took it off the skin. Now the center of the fish here, down this vein, goes all the way down the center. You're gonna wanna make a slice on either side of that, and I'll show you how to do that. One slice there, one slice there. Make sure you get all the way through the meat. So it looks like so. So it's like 3 little tails there. And then you go ahead and pull this apart like a zipper. That piece. Now, you've got that piece. That's the part you don't want. There's extra little bones and stuff in here, all through there. It's a little darker meat. It'll give you a little more of a fishy taste. You get that out of the walleye, and this is what you end up with right here. A boneless, skinless, perfect fillet of walleye, perfect table fare for any occasion. Fresh walleye caught from the Great Lakes. So the extra bonus piece I want to share with you guys is the cheeks. A lot of people don't cut the cheeks out. It doesn't take that much work to do so. You just get in here with your knife and you can feel where it's softer. Get in there with your knife. And just carve around. Nice little piece of meat right here. Normally she'll pop right out of there for you like that, real simple. Pops right out of there, see there ain't much left there, if anything. And real simple with these is, once you get it started with your fingernail, that piece of skin comes right off there. And now you're left with a nice little bonus piece of meat there. It's not a lot, but they are delicious. I like to call them freshwater scallops. And this fish is done. Into the trash it goes. So that is how I fillet a walleye. And I hope you like that little bonus there with carving the cheeks out of them. That's a little piece of meat on the walleye you don't want to miss out on. So if you've been skipping over those, make sure you carve them out next time. And if you like this episode, if you could do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button down below, I'd really appreciate it. A lot of my viewers aren't subscribed, and I'd appreciate it if you would. We got a lot coming up this year. We got more ice fishing. We're gonna get the boats out once the ice thaws and we can get them out there. We've got a lot of snow left behind us, but spring turkey season right around the corner. April, It's almost March now, but April will be spring turkey season. We're looking forward to that. So I appreciate everybody watching. This is the Outdoor Conquest, and we'll see you on the next episode.